Okay, I'm going to try to show you how to set up an assignment in here. And when you asked about embedding the green arrow, I don't know if I'm going to answer your question, but I'm going to show you how to do an assignment. So we have Foundations of Literacy, and I've got a couple different tests that I've already tried. Anyway, and I have not gotten anything in here because I'm just going to build it as I go. So to new assignment, I'm going to hit the plus sign, and I'm going to hit assignment, and I'm going to title it, and I'll just say test 3 because this is the third time I'm trying this. At this point, I can either do a link if I have a link, an active link, or I can do a file. And so I'm going to hit file, choose my file, and go pick out, you know, something. We'll just say FOL course outline. How about that? All right, so I'm going to open that. So that puts the file there. I'm going to say it's worth 5 points. I'm going to say show outcomes after creation. I'm going to say that this takes, you know, a half hour or whatever. Okay, and I'm just going to put instructions here. And then I'm going to post. And so when you hit post, you get the opportunity to set outcomes. And I'll hit update there. Okay, so that was test 3 that we just did. So when you click on it, when the student clicks on it, then the green action arrow is there because I chose the file at that time. It's the course outline, right? A student, when they click on this, and I can't show you right now because it's not open yet. You can always look at the student version right here, view a student, and come Monday, it will say submit here, and they'll have the opportunity to click browse and select their file to upload. So that's how you do an assignment. I mean, you can pick a link, you can pick a file. Now, if you want, let me get back as an instructor. If you want to add a resource, okay, so resources are the things that get linked, and these are pretty handy. I like the resources function a lot. So I'm just going to pretend like it's an article, and I'm going to hit file here, and I happen to have saved the diagnostic article even though it was an original link, and I'm going to hit open and post the resource. Alright, so you won't see it here, but if you want to link it to your assignment, all the resources are here. Let me find it. It should say FOL. What was it called? Well, it might help if I remembered what I called it. It's Article 3, so help link resources. And then when you do that, then everything that you have linked will show up here. And the students can access links all semester long, whether the assignment is closed or not. I hope that this has helped a little bit. You know, we have lots of academic freedom. Our main concern, so this is get back to the Comp 1. Our main concern is that our students meet the learning outcomes, and Comp 1 has 5. So you're going to want to focus on the stages of writing, pre-writing, drafting, you know, revision and all that. You're going to want them to consider their purposes and their audiences. Of course, normal, good, effective essays, and reading is part of it, and then of course citing a point. Most of us all end with an argument paper. I don't know if the master summative is going away, but that is the argument paper. I think that everybody that teaches Comp 1 ends with an argument paper, but what you do up to that point is really up to you. And I know that you may not have time to work through all of my things, but if you have questions about any particular essay, you know, you could click on those and read the instructions and read how it's graded and that sort of thing. The rhetorical analysis assignment is not actually up; it's not there yet. It's just the placeholder is. But anyway, as I mentioned on the phone, you know, a lot of us start out with some sort of narrative descriptive, and then we move into another type of essay. We're not really hung up on the modes, and again, we have a lot of freedom. There is not one other person doing the same thing that I am. You know, there may be pieces that are similar, but we all have our own design. So it's really up to you. I know that you've taught before, so you can rely on what you've done in the past. I will go ahead and point out to you that these quizzes, we got a new writer's reference, so these quizzes are not updated yet. In case you wanted to use any of those, you'll need to make sure that they make sense for the new writer's reference that you'll be receiving. I hope I've helped some. I'm overwhelmed like most people trying to get ready for Monday and have lots of administrative duties on top of the 19 hours that I'm teaching. So anyway, I hope this helps, and please continue to ask questions. And I also believe that Mr. Lorch is going to be giving you all some myOzarka instruction shortly. So I hope that will help as well. Thanks a lot.